Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to another one of my vlogs, video log. What's going on? What's happening with with Moses? Not a heck of a lot, but I ain't put up a video in a long time, so I figured this would be a good way to put one up quickly. Anywho, I've been watching a lot of videos lately. Uh, I have varied interests, and I watch them all on YouTube, of course, like everybody else. I've been watching a lot of uh, paranormal videos too. Not too many, but a few. I always watch Bob Wagner, ITC. I gotta say two things for Bob. He's got the market. He's got the market cornered on candles. And I don't know if you noticed in one of his videos, he lit 4 white candles and he lit a black one. And the spirits said they didn't want the black one, but I guess he didn't hear that. But he lit the black one anyway. And I got another tip for you, Bob. I'm not sure if that guy with the skull on it looks like a flashlight with a skull on it. To me, I thought I seen inside that skull one of them plasma balls. I don't know if I did or not. But at one time, plasma balls were all the rage for the paranormal people. They thought that them plasma balls put out EMF, like an EMF pump. And everybody had a plasma ball. So I went and bought one, about an 8-inch one, a big one, a nice one. And I ran that thing in about 3 sessions. In one of the sessions, I asked him, I said, how you spirits like this plasma ball? And they said, oh, we don't like that. It puts out bad energy. We don't like that. So when he told me that, I gave it to one of my granddaughters, and everybody thought it was helping them when the spirits told me that it was hurting them. They didn't like it. It hurt them. They didn't like it. So I got rid of mine. But you don't see people use them anymore. Maybe that's why, you know. Oh, what else do I want to talk about? I'm still waiting to see. I think that the guy that makes the millimeters, you know, on the PBS 7, he's coming out with something new. I ain't sure what it is yet, but I've heard mention of it, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. If it's another spirit box, I certainly hope it's better than that PBS 11 was. And I hope it don't have the damn in there all the time. I certainly hope not. But yeah, been watching a lot of the Ghostbusters, not Ghostbusters, Ghost Hunters. And I don't know if you know it or not, but in March 16th, today's the 8th, Thursday, the 16th, Zach Bagans' movie comes out on that house he bought. House from Hell, or the Hell House, or whatever you call it. It comes out on the 16th, and I'm going to have that movie. I'm going to see it one way or the other. From what I understand, that house is so haunted. I mean, the local constables knew it. I mean, the police been there and seen shit that blew their minds, and the TV crews, and I guess this place was terribly haunted. Bad. And Zach heard about it, bought the house, sight unseen. He helped the family that was in there find a new place and get them going in a new place to get them out of there. So you can say what you want about Zach Bagans, but he's a good guy. And he helped them get out of there, and he bought that house, you know, unseen, and helped them get out of there. And then I heard that they did their documentary on that house. There's another reason he wanted it, because it's so haunted. From what I understand, it's one of the most haunted places he's ever come in contact with, and he ended up tearing the house down. He had it bulldozed right to the ground. From what I understand, he took one of the rooms out of that house. It was supposedly the most haunted room in the house. He had that room removed, and he rebuilt that room in his museum. So one of the rooms from that house is in his museum. But yeah, he knocked the house right down to the ground. So kudos to him. So nobody else could come in contact with this stuff. But he's got a couple trailers out right now. You might want to go to YouTube and type in Zach Bagans' Hell House movie or documentary or whatever, and you come up with 2 or 3 trailers. And there's another trailer he's got from a psychic guy, Chris. I can't think of his last name. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, he sent Zach a note, and there's a picture of the note in there. He sent Zach a note telling him that he should be really careful in that house because it was a high order demon, like 8 out of a possible 10. And it was like a 12-foot tall. It was like one of Satan's top generals or top echelon. Bad news. And he told Zach that that's what he had found out. He's a psychic, of course, you know. And he told him to be careful, stay away from there. And he shouldn't go in there and blah, 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 blah. But you know, Zach, he went anyway. And I guess they made their documentary. And I also think that it hasn't, I don't know if it's really publicly known, but I think the reason Nick left Ghost Adventures was over that. He found it, you know, he's got a family, he's got children, and he didn't want no repercussions coming to his family by going in that place that was so badly haunted by a demon. And I guess, I don't know, him and Zach must have gotten into it, and Nick quit. Or I'll just say that Zach fired him for not doing that. I don't know. It's all up in the air. I don't know. I don't want to hash up whole stuff. But that's what I heard anyway. So, that movie comes out on the 16th. And man, I want to see that. That's one thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, it's snowing here now. As you can see here. I don't think it's snowing that heavily, but it's snowing. And we've had a lot of cold weather and snow. My DirecTV went on the fritz, of course. If you've got DirecTV, you know that you can lose it altogether when a big heavy storm gets between you and the satellite. I didn't have no TV for like 2 days. And sometimes snow gets on your dish. And when the snow accumulates on your dish, it knocks your signal out. People have told me I should get some PAM, P-A-M, you know, like you spray on your skillet, keep stuff from sticking. They said this summer, get somebody to climb up there and wash that dish off real nice and clean, and then give that thing a couple coats of that PAM. And then when the snow drops on it in the wintertime, the way the snow, it'll just slide right off of there. So I'm going to have to see if I can get that done if I'm still around. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of TV now that I got it back after 2 days. Something else I wanted to talk about. Sure enough, I forgot what it was. The most important thing I made this for, and you know me, damn brain farts. Oh, I know what it was now. I may have did something detrimental to my health today. I don't know. You know, I've got this BiPAP machine here. Not a CPAP, but a BiPAP. And it's a Philips Dreamscape, Dream Station, whatever they call it. It's one of the most expensive ones. I got the top of the line model, a DX something or other 700 or something, automatic. All this crap. Anyway, after a year, I finally own it. It belongs to me now. When you first get this thing, you have to prove that you use the thing 4 hours a day, and it's a compliancy thing. And then the place that your sleep providers get their payments for this thing from Medicare, whatever, my insurance. But you have to do this compliancy where you got to use it at least 4 hours a day. Well, I did that, and I checked the other day. You know, they call me every so often, you know, to get a new mask, get some new tubing, and all this and that. Well, I've been using it so often that I actually like the thing. I like it when I'm wearing it. So I wear it a lot of time. And well, I figured after that, now that damn thing belonged, you know, it was all locked. You couldn't change nothing in it. It was locked from the doctor's office. And I figured, hey, this thing's mine now, and it belongs to me, and I own it. I want to unlock this damn thing. So any adjustment becomes available. So I searched around in the dark internet and I found the codes for it and I got it unlocked. It's just a matter of holding two buttons down at the same time. But they don't give you that information because they don't want you in there messing with it. Well, needless to say, I messed with it. But you see, I've had this thing for now like over a year. I've been using this thing. And has it helped me? I really can't say that it helps me. I've had dreams that I didn't used to dream at all until I got that thing. So perhaps it's helping me dream, or it could be my oxygen because I have the oxygen pumped into the mask. I don't know which, but it was to my believing that apnea is when your airway becomes plugged in the middle of the night. You got a soft palate in there or something, or in your throat or something, and what apnea is when you're sleeping. You get relaxed, and then your throat closes up. And when it closes up, you can't breathe. So, it startles you trying to breathe, and it wakes you up, And that's why I can't sleep. Well, that happens to me every 2 or 3 hours. I mean, and it still does after a year wearing that thing. To me, I thought, well, hell, it shouldn't do that. That's the reason I'm wearing that thing, is so I can get an 8 hours sleep. And it hasn't happened yet. One night I got 8 hours sleep, and I don't know why. But I haven't, it's still the same as if I wasn't wearing the thing. And there's a couple settings in there. One was set at 14, the other one at 7. And what that is, at 14, that's the amount of highest pressure it blows into your lungs. And then that pressure steps down to 7, so you don't have to fight it. CPAP, you can't change that. It's the one constant pressure all the time. That's why a lot of people can't wear the CPAPs, because it's hard for them to... you have to force your air out as well as... You have to force your air out. And with a BiPAP, it only takes half the effort to force it out. So it makes it easier for you to use the thing. Well, mine was set at 14 and at 7. And 7 being the low part of trying to, breathe out. Because the air keeps the mask pressurized. And so the pressure ramps down when you exhale. Makes it easy for you to exhale. And then when you breathe in, it ramps back up to 14, the pressure, Well, this is supposed to let you sleep. It's supposed to keep your airway pressurized at all times so you can't, and so it won't close off and you won't get startled and wake up. Well, that apparently ain't working on mine. I mean, I've worn the damn thing for a year. So I said, okay, I'm going to unlock this bastard. And then I got it unlocked. And I found a place in there where they had the settings. So I changed them. I set it to 16, or it used to be 14, and I set it to 8, or it used to be 7. And I guess from what I read, them are drastic changes, because usually they change them in a 0.5, a half a step. So I went, 14.5 to 5, 15, 15.5 to 16. I had changed it 4 steps higher, going from 14 to 16. And then the lower one I changed from 7 to 8. Hoping that this thing's going to keep me open so I can breathe and not wake up. But we'll see if it works or not. If it don't work, there's an auto setting on there when you put it on auto, and the machine will automatically give you what you need. But you got to wear it so many days before it'll make a change. It takes the data and reads it and changes it, from what data it's got from you using it. So I may have to go to the auto and see what happens, but I'm hoping that this thing will change my sleep pattern so I can actually really get 8 hours sleep. I wouldn't know what it would be like to wake up feeling fresh and relieved and refreshed from sleeping, because it don't happen with me. I feel the same when I wake up as I did before I go to sleep, but I don't never feel refreshed. And that would make a big difference in my life, so I've been messing with that. And I don't know if it screwed me up already, because I turned it up to those settings I told you, and I I put it on here and I fell asleep with it on during the day. And I woke up and I took it off and got a drink of water and was sitting here doing something, and all of a sudden I looked down at my hand and my hand was bloody. My nose was bleeding. I had a nosebleed. So I got that stopped, got all myself all cleaned up. I don't know if that was because I set that thing up to 16 and it put more pressure up in my nasal cavity also, because the mask covers my nose and my mouth, of course. So I don't know what's going to happen. I can see the headlines now. Man kills himself with BiPAP, cranks it up. Now he's down, he can't crank it up no more. That's one of the other things I want to tell you about. What else? I don't know. I can't remember. Probably was a lie. Oh, I don't know now. But all I got to say is I love you guys. This is the first time watching me. You guys, I do a lot of, not a lot, but I do live streams. It's just a live stream chat room with all my friends from all over the world. And we come in here, we talk, and we have a good time, have a big time. I usually try and do it every 2, 3 days, 4 days. I just do them in impromptu sessions, and I guess I should schedule them. I'd have a lot more people come in here if I did, but I don't. I just get a wild hair up my you-know-what, and I fire the thing up and say, live stream time. And if you catch me, you catch me. If you don't, you don't. But I have a lot of fun doing that. I've made a lot of great friends, and that's what life's all about. So, I guess I'll let you go. I don't know how long I've talked, probably way too long. But if there's anything I've learned from this paranormal, it's a life lesson. It's like anything else, you know. All your life is a lesson. And the only thing God wants from you is your love and love in return. And that's what God is about, is love. You know? If you love him and you be faithful, and I'm sure he'll take care of you. So I'm not worried about going to hell. I'm not worried about dying. If I do, I do. We all do. Sooner or later. It's just part of living, I guess. Life, death, it's all the same thing. But we are spiritual beings. And the body's nothing but a shell. And one day, we will join the other spirits, whether they're good ones or bad ones. We're going to join the other spirits because we are spirits in a body, in a shell, in a vessel, whatever you want to call it. And we can't do nothing about that. There's one thing we can't change. It's that. There's nothing you can do about it. So I guess that's all I got for today. No real words of wisdom. Although they do say the older you get, the wiser you are. And that is true. And the only reason for that is because you have learned stuff in excess compared to younger people. You know? It's all a learning process. It takes time. It don't matter how old you are, you can always still learn. I'm still learning stuff every day. And glad to learn it, you know? Will it ever help me at a further date or time? I don't know. But once I think we're a spirit, we don't have to learn anymore. We know everything. That's demonstrated by the spirits. So, that they know everything about us. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. This was video log number 5. This is Moses. Only because of my long, luxurious, flowing beard, I acquired the name Moses. So, that's it. Catch you guys later. You know I love you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for, supporting me and blah, blah, blah. Toodaloo. Toodaloo, toodaloo, toodaloo.